students! Welcome back to my channel. This is a new week and a new video is coming. Before we start, I want you to get ready for our lesson. Today, we will learn about culture and traditions. This unit is a non-textbook base, and for today's lesson, we will learn about traditional games. Skill that we are going to focus is a reading skill. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. This is our unit for today's lesson. The unit will be about culture and traditions. So as you can see, this unit is not from Past 2 textbook since it is a non-textbook based lesson. So for this unit, the topic we will learn is about traditional games. Today's skill, we will focus on reading skill. Now, let us look at the table of contents. So as you can see, we have 3 parts in this lesson. So the first part will be the pre-lesson, which is the introduction of the topic. Second part will be the lesson delivery, which is we will do reading session and activity 1. After we done with the activity, we will do exercise 1 and exercise 2. The last part will be post-lesson, which is the recap of the topic. We will start with the first part for today's lesson, which is the pre-lesson. As I mentioned earlier, in pre-lesson, we will have the introduction of the topic. Now let's have a look at the next slide. So as you can see, this is the video. So I have given to you the link of the video. Okay, so you need to watch the video from YouTube. Okay, you can click on the link, then you watch this video. Before that, I want you to look at the question down here. So as you can see, you need to find out what is the video about. Okay, so then after that, you will list out the names of traditional games that mentioned in the video. Alright, so you need to watch this video first, and then don't forget to write the things that you need to do. Okay, now we will watch the video together.
As technology advances through the years, with the invention of social media and electronic gadgets seem to be a new and preferable pastime. Kids nowadays don't play traditional games as much as in the 90s. Sadly, traditional games seem to be fading away from the interest of the millennials. However, children in rural areas are still very fond and interested in playing traditional games. In fact, traditional games are the go-to activities for kids who live in rural. Therefore, here's a throwback to 5 traditional games in Malaysia. In number 5, we have Guli. Guli, or known as marbles, is one of the simpler games played back in the olden days. This game is suitable for both boys and girls, aged between 7 to 12 years old. The number of players in this game should not exceed 5 people. It's usually played on a flat open surface, and a circle is drawn with an approximate diameter of 1 meter. However, the game isn't as easy as it looks. This is because the game involves throwing a marble on the target accurately. In addition, these marbles are very small and made of limestone and round in shape. Next up, we have Wow. Wow is one of the more popular traditional games in Malaysia since hundreds of years ago. This game is popular in rural areas, especially the east coast of Malaysia, which is Kelantan, Terengganu, Perlis, and Kedah. Wow is usually played at the end of the harvest season as a form of stress release after working in the fields. This is a game that tests the skills and efficiency of the player in making and flying the kite. The game is usually played by male adults, and there isn't a fixed amount of players, so the more the merrier. The game is usually played in an open area and can be played as a competition to choose the highest flying kite, the most skillful player, the kite that makes the most melodious sound, the most colorful kite, the kite with the prettiest drawing, and the kite that flies in the straightest manner. There's also 3 types of wow, which are wow bulan, wow kuching, and wow jalabudi. Wow bulan has a crescent-shaped tail, hence the word moon in its name. Wow jalabudi, or known as a woman's kite, takes the curves of a woman, while wow kuching is named after its shape that reassembles a cat. Next up, we have gasing. Gasing, or known as spinning top, is a traditional game played by both children and adults. Gasing originally comes from the state of Kelantan. In Kelantan, villagers would meet up and challenge one another in a round of gasing to test their skills after the rice harvesting season. The villagers believed that by playing gasing, it would give them good harvest. The gasing used by adults are much bigger in size and are able to spin for a longer time compared to the one used by kids. Gasing is made of wood and weighs around 0.5 to 1 kilogram. There are several shapes of gasing such as plate-shaped, heart-shaped, hat-top, and berimbang-shaped. The berimbang-shaped gasing gets its name from a freely accessible fruit on the seafront that is round, somewhat flat, and smooth. Next, we have Chunka. Chunka is one of the most famous traditional games in Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and some parts of Sumatra. It was considered as a game for girls, but nowadays, anyone can play it. Chunka is played with 2 players sitting in front of one another. Chunka boards are made of wood, and the sides are carved into various shapes and sizes. The name Chunka is originally from the Malay word chonga, which means mental arithmetic. Basically, that's how the game works. It's all about mental calculation. An easy trick to win is by mentally calculating your next move in advance, and this will give you an extra advantage to collect points. In addition, agile hands are one of the key factors to win this game. Last but definitely not least, we have Batu Seremban. Batu Seremban, or known as tossing the stones, is a traditional game that involves at least 2 or more players. It's usually played with a few small round stones or pebbles, but small triangular or round-shaped cloth bags filled with saga seeds can also be used as a substitute. This game is usually played at home, in a park, or anywhere clean during their leisure time. After finding a perfect spot, the players will sit on the floor in a circle and play in turns. The aim of the game is to collect each pebble as they toss one into the air and collect the stones on the ground and then catch the tossed stone. Do this 5 consecutive times in one turn until there aren't any stones left on the ground. If you succeed, you survive. If you fail, you're eliminated. The winner is determined when there's only one person left in the game.
We are done with watching the video just now. So we will answer the question that was given to you. So the first question is about what is the video about. So as you can see from the video, okay, what is the video about? So the video is about 5 types of traditional games in Malaysia. Alright, so then list out the names of traditional games that mentioned in the video. So how many types of game that were mentioned in the video? So we have 5 different types of traditional game, and the names of the traditional games is, okay, the first one is Batu Seremban. The second one is Chunka. The third one is Gasing. The fourth one is Wow. And then the fifth one is Guli. Alright, so that are the 5 types of traditional games in Malaysia that we found in the video. We move on to the second part for today's lesson, which is the lesson delivery. In lesson delivery, we will start with activity first, and then we will start with the exercise. Okay, for activity, we will have a reading session. After that, we will do activity 1. So for the reading session, you need to read the text about traditional games. Okay, you are given 4 different texts about traditional games. Okay, for text number 1, we have about Wow. Text number 2 we have about gasing. Text number 3 is about Chunka, and text number 4 is about Batu Seremban. Okay, you will look at these different texts first, and then you need to read and underline unfamiliar words. Okay, so unfamiliar words is the one that you found in the text. Okay, once you have underlined, we will discuss it later once we have done to read the text together. Can you see this picture? Alright, so this picture, the one that I pointed, okay, this is the picture of wow. So have you ever seen a wow before? Okay, if you live in Kelantan or your hometown is at Kelantan, so you will see this wow at your hometown. Okay, so wow is split by people. Okay, text number 1 is about wow. We will read the text together. Wow. Wow is a type of traditional kite. It was used by farmers in the past to chase birds away from their paddy fields. The most popular wow is called wow bulan, which is shaped like a moon. A wow is intricately designed and brightly colored. It can be up to 3 meters in length and width. Can you see this picture? Okay, so this picture, the one that I pointed to you, this picture is gasing. So as you can see, this is the gasing, and then we have a rope around the gasing. So these are the games that people played. Text number 2 is about gasing. Gasing or top is a traditional game played before the harvest season. Tops weigh between 5 kg and 10 kg. It is as large as a dinner plate. A rope is wound around the top. A player tosses the top on the ground. It spins as the player uncurls the rope. An expert player can make a top spin for more than 2 hours. Do you know what is in the picture? Okay, do you know what is the name of this picture? Right, I'm sure that you already know what is the name of this picture. So in this picture, the name of this traditional game is Chunka. Text number 3 is about Chunka. This game is played using a board with 2 rows of 7 holes. These holes are called houses, which are filled with small marbles or stones. There is a larger hole at each end of the board. They are called storehouses. The aim of the game is to fill your storehouse with as many stones or marbles as possible. Now you can see this picture. Alright, so this is the picture of Batu Seremban. Okay, do you ever play this Batu Seremban before? Okay, like for me, I have played this Batu Seremban during my young age. Okay, I played it with my friends. Okay, I can tell you that the level is getting difficult and you need to pass in order for you to win this Batu Seremban. Okay, because the winner is the one that finish play with Batu Seremban as fast as you can. Text number 4 is about Batu Seremban. Batu Seremban is played with 5 to 7 small stones, seeds or nuts. Sometimes the game is played with tiny bags of beans. The aim of the game is to throw the small stones in the air and pick up the ones on the ground successfully. Different versions of this game are played in different countries around the world. Have you underlined the unfamiliar words that you found in the text? For this one, okay, I have underlined the unfamiliar words that we can discuss it together. So the first word that I found is from the text of wow. Okay, so as you can see, the word the bold words and underline here is the word intricately. Okay, so have you ever heard this word before? Okay, I bet some of you have heard about this word and some of you did not heard about this word before. So the second word that we have is from the text gasing. So the word is the harvest season. Okay, and then the word is tooses. Alright, and then the word is uncles. Alright, so I think this word, maybe you have heard these 3 words before, but we will discuss it together. So if you already know, then it will be an extra information to you. The next word that we found, okay, the next unfamiliar word is the word feel. Okay, so I know some of you know this word, but some of the other students do not know about this word. And then we have the word throw. Okay, now we will see at this slide. So these are the list of unfamiliar words that were found in the text. Okay, as you can see, number 1 here, we have discussed this now. Okay, we have mentioned just now that the word is intricately. Okay, so the word intricately means that in a very complicated or detailed manner. Okay, manner here means that the process or technique. Okay, as mentioned in the text just now, okay, wow is intricately designed and brightly colored, meaning that wow have unique design. Okay, so when you want to make a wow, so the process is very complicated and you need to look in every details to make a wow. The second unfamiliar word is harvest. Okay, so harvest is the process or period of gathering in crops. Okay, meanings here that harvest is the when you are collecting the plant, okay, during particular period of time. So the third word is toothless. Okay, so the meaning is throw something somewhere lightly or casually. So meaning of this word is that toss is same as throw, but it is something that you toss it very lightly. Okay, like throw, you throw it very hard, but toss is the something action that you throw something lightly. Number 4 is the word uncurls. Okay, so uncurls meaning that to straighten or become straightened out from a curl or curl position. Okay, uncurl we found in the text of gasing. Okay, so the text mentioned a rope is wound around the top. So when the rope is wrapped between the gasing, okay, then you need to uncurl that one to in order for you to play gasing. Number 5, the word is fill. Okay, so fill is to put something into a container, for example, to capacity or to a desired level. Okay, meaning that you need to fill in something in order for you to make it as much as you want. Like example, you fill in the water into the bottle. Alright, and then the last one is the word throw. Okay, throw is to propel through the air by a forward motion of the hand and arm. Alright, so as you can see, toss is you throw something lightly, but throw is something that you throw through the air. Okay, throw in the text of Batu Seremban. Okay, you need to throw the small stones in the air, right, and then pick up the ones on the ground successfully. So that is the meaning of the word throw. I hope you can jot down the meaning of these unfamiliar words, because later on maybe you can use this word to construct sentences. Okay, it doesn't matter you want to use during this lesson or the next lesson. Okay, but then you can just write it down in order for you to gain more knowledge about this word. We are done with the reading session and discuss about the unfamiliar words that found in the text. Now we will proceed with the activity, which is the activity 1. In activity 1, you need to fill in the blanks with words or phrases from the text. Okay, so you can click on the link. Okay, I have given to you the link and you can click on this link in order for you to access the online worksheet. Okay, then you open up this link. We will discuss on how to do this activity together. When you click on the link that is given to you just now, okay, and it will go to this page, which is the online worksheet for activity 1. So for online worksheet in activity 1, you need to fill in the blanks with words or phrases from the text. Okay, I have given to you the text about traditional games. Okay, you can use that text as a reference to you to fill in the answer. Right, then you click OK. So as you can see, we have 8 statement that is taken from the text just now. So you need to complete all these statement. Okay, then write down your answer in the blank. How you want to write down. Okay, you click on the box here, then you write down the answer. So once you have done write down the answer, you click done. Then you can go to the next one. So you are given 10 minutes to answer this question. After that, we will discuss it together. Let us discuss the answer. As you can see, the first box, okay, farmers use a traditional kite called wow to chase birds from their paddy fields. Okay, the second box, which is a gasing, can weigh up to 10 kilogram. Okay, next is the third one. A player wins a rope around the top. Next, a wow has elaborate designs which are brightly colored. Okay, number 5 is a Chunka board has 2 rows of 7 holes. Number 6, 2 large holes at each end of a Chunka board are called storehouses. Number 7, players can use small stones, seeds, nuts, or tiny bags of beans to play Batu Seremban. Okay, last one. In Batu Seremban, players must throw small stones in the air and pick up the ones on the ground successfully. These are the answer for activity 1. I do hope that you got all the answer correct, since you just need to refer from the text in the reading session. Alright students, we are already done with the activities. It's time to proceed with the exercise. Before that, I just want to remind you that you need to remember the text that we learned during the activity, because that information is what you are going to use in the exercise. Let's start. we will proceed with exercise. So in this part, we have two exercises, which is exercise 1 and exercise 2. We will start doing exercise 1 first. For exercise 1, you need to write true or false for the following question. So exercise 1, we are using Google Forms. So these are the exercise 1 that you need to do. Okay, you will click on this link to write down your answer for this exercise 1 in the Google Form. You are given a link of Google Form for exercise 1 in the slide. Now when you open the link, it will go to this page, which is the Google Form. So as you can see, this is the exercise 1. Okay, before you start write your answer, you need to read the instruction first, and then we go through each question first, and then you can answer it. So for exercise 1, you need to write true or false for the following question. This exercise, okay, the question is taken from the text that we had in the activity. So you need to decide is either the statement is true or false. Okay, number 1, the most popular wow is called wow bulan. Okay, so you need to write down your answer is either true or false. Question number 2, wow can be up to 3 meters in length and width. Question number 3, gassing is played before the harvest season. Number 4, gassing weight between 3 kilograms and 6 kilograms. Question number 5, Chunka is played using a board with 2 rows of 5 holes. Question number 6, there is a larger hole at each end of the board. They are called storehouses. Question number 7, batu seremban is played with 4 to 6 small stones, seeds or nuts. And the last one is batu seremban. Batu seremban has different versions played in different countries around the world. So these are the questions that you need to answer by write true or false. Once you have done write your answer, you can submit. Okay, you can click on the submit, and later we discuss the answers. You are given 10 minutes to complete this exercise. Now let us look at question number 1. Okay, the most popular wow is called wow daun. The answer is false because in the text it mentioned that the most popular wow is called wow bulan, not wow daun. For question number 2, wow can be up to 3 meters in length and width. The answer is true because you can find it in the text. For question number 3, gassing is played before the harvest season. The answer is true because it can be found in the text and it does mention that gassing was played before the harvest season. Question number 4, gassing weigh between 3 kg and 6 kg. The answer is false because in the text it mentioned that tops weigh between 5 kg and 10 kg. So you need to read the question very carefully. Question number 5. Chunka is played using a board with 2 rows of 5 holes. The answer is false because in the text it mentioned that Chunka is played using a board with 2 rows of 7 holes, not 5. So that is why the answer is false. Question number 6. There is a larger hole at each end of the board. They are called storehouses. The answer is true. When you read the question, okay, you need to read it very carefully, okay. If it mentioned that the small hole in the 2 rows are called houses, so the answer is true. Okay, but then this one, if I change it to they are called houses for larger hole, the answer would be false. So you need to read it very carefully. Question number 7. Batu seremban is played with 4 to 6 small stones, seeds or nuts. The answer is false because in the text it mentioned that batu seremban is played with 5 to 7 small stones, seeds or nuts. Okay, you need to look at the question, okay, very carefully. So now question number 8. Batu seremban has different versions played in different countries around the world. So the answer would be true. So I hope that all of you got all the answers correct. Continue to the second exercise, which is exercise 2. In exercise 2, you need to find the meanings. You need to find the missing words based on the clues given. For exercise 2, it's like a short game that I want you to do it. Okay, so for exercise 2, you're gonna have a crossword puzzle and you need to find the missing word based on the clues given to you. These are the link for exercise 2. Okay, you can click on the link and open this link given to you. As you can see, this is exercise 2 using learning apps. You can see that there is a crossword puzzle and the clues given to you. You can use that clues in order for you to find the missing word. When you click on the link that is given to you, it will go to this page, which is the learning apps. Okay, so this page is the exercise 2 that you need to do. Okay, you can read the instruction first. Okay, find the missing words of traditional games using the hints given to you. So now, can you see the clues given to you? Okay, we have 4 different clues. Okay, number 1, okay, the blank is played using a board with 2 rows of 7 holes. Number 2, it's a traditional game played before the harvest season. Clue number 3 is played with 5 to 7 small stones, seeds, nuts, or tiny bags of bean. Clue number 5 is a type of traditional kite. So you already learned the name of traditional game in the activity. So you need to find the missing word according to the clues given to you. So for example, number 1, okay, I give you example number 1. Okay, what is the name of traditional game? Okay, so the hints are given a board with 2 rows of 7 holes. So what is the game that we play with a board? So we have Chunka. Then you need to find the missing word in the crossword puzzle. Once you have done, we can discuss the answers. Have you answered all the questions that is given to you? If yes, we can discuss it now. For number 1, as you can see, the answer is Chunka. Okay, Chunka is played using a board with 2 rows of 7 holes. So you need to find the words Chunka in the crossword puzzle. Number 2, the answer is gasing. So gasing is a traditional game played before the harvest season. You need to find the word in the crossword puzzle. Number 3, the batu seremban is played with 5 to 7 small stones, seed, nuts, or tiny bags of bean. So you need to find where is the word batu seremban in the crossword puzzle. The last one is wow. Wow is a type of traditional kite. So you need to find where is the word wow in the crossword puzzle. If you found all the words in the crossword puzzle, then you have all the answer correct. Our lesson has come to the end. We will go to the last part for today's lesson, which is the post lesson. What have you learned today, students? So today we learn about traditional games that we have in Malaysia. So can you give me the names of traditional games that you have learned? Okay, so we have 4 different types of traditional games that we learn, which are wow, gasing, Chunka, and batu seremban. So can you give me one information that you found in the text? Okay, one of the traditional game. We have Chunka. So Chunka is played using a board with 2 rows of 7 holes. Okay, so Chunka also have the larger hole that is called storehouses, and the small holes we call it as houses. So that is the information for Chunka. Okay, Chunka is one of the traditional games that we still play in this time. So I hope that you can remember all the traditional games. Okay, and I do hope that you still playing one of those games with your family members or maybe your friends. Okay, so that these traditional games won't be forgotten. I think that's all for today's lesson. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed for today's lesson. Alright students, that is all for today's lesson. I do hope that you enjoy watching this video and hope that all the lesson that we learn you can understand it well. Keep practice and till we'll meet again in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.